This particular conference is important because as we sort of claw our way back to normalcy and economic vitalization, the GSBA sort of represents the best of all worlds. An organization centered around what started, I think, back in 1981, centered around their challenges in the LGBTQ community. And then their challenges as business owners competing in a global market.
I feel so fortunate to be a part of GSBA. I think GSBA does such a phenomenal job in bringing small businesses together and supporting those small businesses to grow to medium and large size companies and connecting small businesses to those large companies, which helps everybody support the community in such special ways.
The biggest thing that I'm hoping to get out of this conference at the GSBA Summit really is being able to connect with a lot of the small business owners that are here right in our city that are holding it down, being that local connection for our community and making sure that they have a bridge to city council and a government as being their representative so they know the resources that are available.
The department that I work with at Wells Fargo started as part of Wells Fargo's investment in DE&I, but really the expansion of that investment after the murder of George Floyd. You know, as a very large company with over 250,000 employees, we do a lot internally for our employees to help them feel safe bringing their whole self to work. What my team and I do is about how we focus on the customers and communities we serve. I think that's so important. We have a lot of influence and capability of changing the landscape for financial inclusion. What that means really to me is no matter who you are, how long you've been in this country, that when you walk into a Wells Fargo, you should feel like it is a place meant for you and that we have built the products and services that we offer for you.
How governments and corporations can support equity for small businesses really means bringing them in, understanding the scales they work at. For government, trying to make it easier. You know, government famous for putting in a lot of bureaucratic steps, a lot of forms to fill out, a lot of waiting. You have to do it their system only. Accountability for public money is super important, but sometimes that level of bureaucracy stands in the way of the levels of government realizing their stated goals and their dreams there.
So the biggest thing that the government can do is redefining what equity means. For me, it's spelled M-O-N-E-Y. What investments are we going to make for those small businesses so we can economic vitality and mobility for folks? And so government can do a better job of outreach, of providing resources for stimulation as well. And we can also do a better job of connection. So ensuring that all the city services that we're providing, that the small businesses doesn't have to take those on. So safety, street cleaning, lighting, those are things that the government should be providing.
My advice for small business owners who want to work with like large corporations or government, what I would suggest is start now. Like if you don't have any of the contracts, make sure you have your pricing, make sure you know your branding, make sure your website, all those things are together. So when that day does come, you don't have to be like, right? You already prepared and you're ready to just show up authentically and just show up in your business.
I need the GSBA to know that I don't feel like we're winning or losing in our battle for normalcy, for public safety, for strong economic policies. And what I mean by that is that we're on a great trajectory, and this organization like GSBA is going to get us to where we need to be. So thank you for recycling our dollars and for having this conference right here in Seattle.